I don't know if I don't think I got the clock turned on.
That's okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I got this.
So don't look at that clock.
I will.
Be like, oh, it's still 6 o'clock.
All right. So we're going to start on our belly. To work with that third eye, we're going to just connect it to the earth. So maybe you want to bring your hands together in a pillow so that your head is rested, your forehead's rested on your hands. And then just draw the big toes together and let the heels fall wide, and maybe just shift your body a little side to side. And then just feel your body land and just start to feel your breath. Begin to invite the breath to fill the body as you feel the body making contact with the earth as the body is being filled. So with every inhale, feel your body expanding. And with every exhale, feel your body softening. And as if your body is layers, start to breathe in to the very top layer. Perhaps it's the clothing and the skin that's beneath the clothing. Feeling every hair on your head softening as you feel the back of the neck and the shoulders relaxing. Feel the breath travel down the back of the spine, through the hips, down the glutes and over the hamstrings. Feeling the crease in the knee joint, over the calves, down the heels, down the soles of the feet, at the bottom of the toes. And now move down to the next layer. And with every layer, as you breathe, softening. Feel your body relaxing. Feeling as if the day is melting away to be here now. Once you get to that middle layer, just feel all the inner organs softening. Feel them expanding and softening. Feel the bones even expanding and softening with every breath. Making your way all the way to the bottom layer. Taking the next few breaths to make your way all the way to the very bottom layer that is touching the earth, making contact with the grounding, nourishing, supportive energy that the earth provides. Like working with the third eye. So as you're at that bottom layer, bring your awareness to the midpoint in the forehead, right in the center between the eyebrows and the center of the forehead. Feel like a support of the hands beneath the forehead as you breathe in, breathing in that nurturing, loving support of the earth beneath you in through your third eye. As you breathe that in, invite that down through the body, all the way down to the tips of the toes. Taking the next few breaths to breathe that in, the color indigo or light here. Letting that color saturate your being as you breathe slowly and deeply. Third eye represents our intuition, our inner wisdom and our perception. This goes for my nose. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakens. So let's awaken our inner knowing as we continue to breathe into this center point on the forehead, the color indigo or light. For your breath, we're going to do that alternate nasal breath just by directing the breath in and out through the nose. So on the next breath, begin to invite the inhale through the left nostril. Feel the breath going up to the third eye center, and then exhale out the right nostril. So it's making it upward down P. And then breathe in through the right nostril, up to the third eye, and then exhale down out the left. Now reverse, inhale left, exhale right. Continue to alternate as you reverse, inhale right, exhale left. Continue the next few rounds, alternating the nasal. Inhale left, exhale right. And maybe as your breath travels up either nostril, imagine your inner eyes inside of those closed lids are moving up to that midpoint in the center of the forehead, the third eye. When you feel ready to finish up, let that final exhale be out the left nostril as we begin and end on the left, balancing out the right and left hemispheres of the brain. So now let the next few breaths fill your body as you breathe in your intention for this evening's class. Let's breathe that intention in from our second chakra, the sacral chakra, that womb space. Breathe it in through the womb space, up through the heart, through the throat, and up to the third eye. Let it reverse back out through the womb space, back down into the earth, for the earth to hold that seed for our class. Then we'll come back to this mantra: my inner knowing always knows the way. My inner knowing always knows the way. I trust my intuition always. Now begin to point the toes back in space. Bend at the knees, turn the toes up to the sky, and now just windshield wiper those legs side to side as if we're windshield wipering away the snow that's outside. Start to feel the contact of the thighs meeting the earth as they're gently being massaged. We're now still the feet, bring them back up to the sky, lower the feet back to the earth. You may need to move those blocks up to the front edge of your mat so they're out of your way. And then we're gonna reach our arms up to the sky. Let's lift up that right armpit and thread the left arm underneath with the left palm up. Draw that right knee up and open, and then thread open with that right arm and start to look up to the sky as that right knee is bent and your back is on the earth. My inner knowing always knows the way. So now let that light penetrate the third eye, the sky above you, breathing in that expansiveness. So now begin to draw the left arm up to the top of the mat. Draw the right arm over in front of you. Come back to your belly as you lengthen out the right leg. And then lengthen out both arms again overhead. And lift up the left armpit. Thread the right arm with that palm facing up underneath the left. Draw the left knee up and then thread open that left arm as you start to peel your body open. With the left knee now across the body. Your gaze up to the sky as your shoulders breathe down. So now let every breath you take, feel your shoulder blades expanding and softening down towards the earth to anchor you here. Now begin to draw that right arm up to the top of the mat. Slowly peel that left arm over. Extend the left leg as you come back to your belly. Let's bring our hands underneath the shoulders. Let's start to do a little core work. So let's inhale, lift the head, lift the heart, and barely press through the fingertips as you feel the navel pulling up and back. Feel the hips softening down. Feel the toes reaching back. Now exhale, softening all the way down, tuck the chin, forehead comes to meet the earth. Let's do that again. Use a little bit less of your hands this time. As you inhale, lift the head, lift the heart, maybe lift the hands. My inner knowing always knows the way. Let's exhale, lower the forehead down, tuck the chin. Now bring your arms, your hands outside of your shoulders so your elbows are bending up to the sky and you're on the fingertips. We're in those gecko arms. So now as we inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze, and press through the fingertips. Feel the low back working here. And then exhale, forehead melts down, hands come down, elbows come down. Maybe bring your hands underneath the forehead and take a pause. We're going to begin to peel our head up, draw our elbows underneath the shoulders one at a time, and make the number 11 with the forearms. And now as you exhale, look back over the right shoulder, looking back towards your heel. Inhale, guide your gaze forward. My inner knowing always knows the way. Exhale, look back over the left shoulder. Let's inhale, pause here. Exhale, open the elbows, bring the forehead back down. Take these last two breaths, breathing in the nourishment from the earth beneath you. Trust my intuition always. So now begin to bring your hands under the shoulders, elbows hug to the body. Press yourselves up and back to child's pose. Sink your hips back, let the forehead meet the earth. So let's just take a breath here in child's pose, letting the low back body breathe. Let all the breath fill the low back. So we're gonna begin to do a flow between our child's pose and our extended arm cobra. You can also come to your forearms. So stay here if that would feel good, or slowly inhale, shift your weight forward, lower the hips towards the earth, lift the gaze, and then exhale, sink your hips back, child's pose. So just let your breath guide your body forward and back. If it feels too much with the arms extended, come to your elbows, come down to your forearms. Those wrists are sensitive. Especially the first day of this cold. The color is indigo. This represents our intuition, our inner wisdom and perception. So go forward and back just 2 more times. And then once you make your way back to child's pose, go ahead and pause in child's pose. And just take your hands and bring them alongside of your feet. And just cup your hands to your heels and gently massage the soles of your feet. Getting through those inner arches and the heels. If you can reach the ball mounts, get a little bit through there as well. Take the next few breaths to massage the bottoms of the feet. You remember that your inner knowing always knows the way. Now let your hands be still. Let the palms rest open to the sky. Let the back of the hands be held. And maybe just rock your body a little side to side. Feel the inner organs being massaged by the thighs. Feel the forehead softening to the earth as the third eye softens. And now find your middle point and pause in the center. Feel the shoulder blades expanding open to the sides, and the back of the heart expands. Let's take our inhale, lift up our head, lift up our hands, reach them up to the sky. And then we'll stay here in our hero pose. Exhale, let that right hand meet the earth as you reach over and down. Let's start to breathe through the left side body. Now let your inhale bring you up to the sky. Exhale, reach the left hand down and over. Now let that inhale bring you up. We're going to revolve over to the right. Slowly revolve. Let the hand come to the outer thigh and then the earth behind your foot like a kickstand. Now feel the gentle lift as you twist. So feel the lift from the crown of your head, elongating the spine. Exhale, twist from the navel center. Inhale, grow a little taller. Exhale, twist from the sternum. Inhale, even taller, collarbones expand to the sides as you twist from the heart center. Now slowly exhale, release just the rear hand, cross it over on top. Yes, if you need to sit on a block, go ahead, I forgot to mention that. Look down between the arms, pause and breathe here. So if you need a block underneath, in between your calves, between the ankles, go ahead. And then we're going to slowly bend at the elbows, come into the eagle arms, and then draw the palms together, or you can do a double bind, whatever's for you. So do a little floss up and down as you just gently lift the elbows up and then come back down. So just a little floss up and down. One more time, and then soften the elbows, and now just move forward and back. So move the thumbs away from your face and then the pinkies towards your face. So just a little floss forward and back now. And then find the center, bring the hands back close to the face. And as you exhale, let the elbows come down towards the navel, lower your head down. And then inhale, rise up. So let's do 3 more just like that. Squeezing, crunching down and in. Inhale up. Last 2. Last 1. And now unwind the arms, expand the arms out to the letter T, look up to the sky, and let the hands come down behind the hips, and maybe gently lift the hips up to the sky as you look up. Breathe here, feel space in the front of the quads. Exhale, come down. Let's take a little break between sides. So let's flex the feet. So come forward and then flex the feet. Sit back on the heels. We're going to pause here for a little break in between sides as we breathe through the soles of the feet in that really uncomfortable position. I know it's not comfortable. So now let's bring our hands to our heart. Let's soften our gaze down. Let's bring our awareness in the body so that we can breathe in through the soles of the feet. Expanding the soles of the feet, expanding the ball mounts of the feet, expanding all parts of the soles of the feet. Take 2 more breaths here. Full body breath here, breathing in through the toes, up through the crown. And exhaling back the way you came. Up through the toes. Now lower your hands down, bring your hands to the earth, relax your feet back, grab a block if you need between sides, and then sit back on your heels, and then inhale, rise with the hands. Yep, grab your block. Exhale, revolve to the left, hands come down to the outer thigh, to the earth behind you. And now just like before, twist and lift from the crown, lifting high, twisting from the navel center. My inner knowing always knows the way. Breathing in, extending higher. Exhale from the sternum. Inhale even taller. Exhale out the heart space. And on your very next exhale, release just the rear hand, cross it over on top of the front arm, soften the gaze down between the arms. And now we're going to start to bend at the elbows, drawing your hands together, our palms together into eagle arms. Now we'll begin with that floss up and down, so just gently lift the fingertips up and then soften the elbows down. The inner knowing always knows the way. That's 2. That's 1. And then soften the elbows back to neutral, and then exhale, lower the thumbs away from the face, and then draw them back in. Inhale, my inner knowing always knows the way. Exhale. I trust my intuition always. Last 2. Last 1, and then bring the hands by the face again. We're going to just do our crunches now. So slowly exhale, lower the elbows to the navel. Inhale, you can do gentle lift up from the elbows again. Exhale, crunch in, squeeze in. Lifting up. Last 2. Last 1. And then neutralize the elbows. Open the arms out to the letter T. Look up to the sky. Exhale, lower the hands down, maybe fists behind you. Once again, you can stay here or lift the hips. You can lift the gaze or keep the gaze looking forward. Now exhale, lower the hips down. Let's walk our hands forward. Come into your table position. Just bring some space between the knees so they're hip distance. Handle shoulder width. So now let's slowly exhale, melt the belly towards the earth, lift the heart, lift the gaze, lift the tail. And do a little side to side rocking. See how the hips are.
And then slowly exhale, lower the belly down, or lift the belly up, lower the gaze down, lower that tail down. And now let your breath be your guide as you move up and down, letting your intuition guide you. Just let your body lead. Now let's find our way to our nice neutral flat back. We're going to take our hands, one handprint forward, expanding the fingers as wide as you can. Turn the index fingers forward. Let's flex the feet. We're going to hover the knees above the earth. Pause there. Now slowly begin to lift the hips to the sky, keeping the bend in the knees. Let's start to walk out the legs. Right heel comes down as the left knee bends. Inhale slowly, right knee bends, left heel comes towards the earth. Now walk your dog. So you remember your inner knowing always knows the way. Breathing in the color indigo or light. Breathing in that V shape. So now turning that upper arm bone down towards the earth. So you're hugging those shoulders in. So now let's start to still the feet. We're going to lift the heels up to the sky, slowly come up to the tippy toes. And then exhale, lower the heels towards the earth. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, rise, heels up to the sky. Exhale, soften towards the earth. One final time, coming to your tiptoes. Exhale, soften down and back. Now let the right heel come up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Turn the toes down to the earth, hug the outer hip in. Let's slowly draw that knee towards the elbow. Pause there, breathe there, shoulders above the wrist. We're going to step the foot through, so use your hands here. This is where a great place for your blocks. So if they're off to the side, grab them. Make your way to find that movement to move them. So now as we're here in our lunge position, let's begin to soften that rear knee to meet the earth, relaxing the foot back. Let's square those hips forward. And we're going to start to come up. So maybe you just turn up to that higher setting of the blocks as you feel that right hip squaring back, right left hip drawing forward. So now maybe up to the thigh, and then maybe even up to the sky. So we're going to reach one arm back at a time. So slowly exhale, reach the right arm back, left arm reaches forward. Inhale, reach back forward, both arms. Exhale, reaches back. Keep your hips shining forward. Inhale, forward. Do that 2 more times. Reach the right hand back. Inhale, forward, left hand back. Keep those hips square with the front of the mat if you can. To finish up, let's slowly send the arms up if you'd like. Draw the hands behind the head, interlock. Feel the elbow or the thumbs reaching down the cervical spine, supporting the back of the head. So gently, maybe look up or keep your gaze neutral forward. Now lower the gaze, unlock the hands, bring the hands back to meet the blocks, and then exhale, sink your hips back. Decide if you're going to flex the front foot. Now let the right hip be drawn back as the left hip is drawn forward.
Do 2 more breaths here, breathing in through the back of the leg, feeling it grow even longer. Then begin to make your way back forward, flexing the foot, lowering the foot down, feeling the knee above the ankle. Let's go ahead and lift up that rear knee. So flex the foot. We're going to pivot that foot so now it's parallel with the short edge of your mat. And when you're ready, we're going to reverse cartwheel up, beginning with the left arm. Right arm follows into our warrior 2. So now let's turn those palms up to the sky. Soften the shoulders down, the back body. Now turn the palms back down. And now let's reverse the warrior, lower the rear hand down, flip the right palm up to the sky, reach up and look up. Now let the gaze fall down and back towards the pinky toe. And as the gaze looks back, bend that right hand or elbow to, so the hand reaches for the back of the head. So now slowly release the gaze, release the hand, come back to your warrior 2, neutralize the shoulders over the hips. Let's move to our side angle. So your hand form comes to the thigh. Let's draw that left arm and create that side angle as we reach that arm. Now feel the outer edge of that rear foot plant in. Feel the reach all the way through the left side body. See if you want a little less support to use your core even more. If so, just slowly release that right arm off the thigh, reach the hand forward in space, just reaching to the long edge of the mat. Now draw the elbow back down, slowly soften that top arm down, so draw it back into warrior 2. Pause and breathe here in your warrior 2. We're going to inhale, lengthen out the front leg. Let's flex the foot and turn the toes. So now they're parallel. Both feet are parallel with the side edge of the mat. Let's reach up to the sky into the letter Y. Look high. And now exhale, lower the hands down behind your back, interlock behind the back, pressing the knuckles down towards the tail, looking up again. Feel the heart expand and be open. Now feel the rooting in through the outer edges of the feet. If you'd like, stay here or join me in the forward fold. Soften the gaze, hinge at the hips, lower the hands to meet the tail. Pause at halfway, let the back be flat, let the core be engaged. Let the third eye open to the ground beneath you, parallel to the earth beneath you. Exhale, now let the head come down. And once you get there, then you can reach those arms back up overhead. Now let gravity work to decompress that spine just by letting the crown of the head lengthen down to the earth as you let the rear edges of the feet root you here. So now begin to soften the hands to meet the tail. Notice the interlock, which index fingers closer to your tail. Now release the hands down beneath the heart. Let's do that core work again. So come to your fingertips right underneath the heart. Come to the fingertips, L-shaped body. Draw the arms to the letter T. Breathe here. Nice, strong core. Draw your body up. Inhale, engage the core. Reach up to the letter Y again. Now exhale, draw the arms to the letter T. Let's flex that front foot, turn the toes back forward, come back to your warrior 2. Take your time. So now begin to cartwheel the hands down, frame the front leg. Let's pivot the rear foot, pause here. And then we're going to take our hands off to the side, setting the blocks down to the side. We're going to step that right foot back, coming back to your downward dog. Do a walk out here, walk your heels one at a time.
This is your moment to play here. So you can stay in down dog if you want to do a little vinyasa flow where you flow from plank down to cobra into child's pose. You can do any of those poses. But give yourself permission to do what might feel good here for you. Letting your intuition guide. My inner knowing always knows the way. And then meeting here in our downward dog. Let's draw the left heel up to the sky. Hug that outer thigh bone down towards the earth, hugging through that outer hip. Now slowly draw the knee towards the elbow. Shift the weight forward, shoulders over the wrists. Now draw the foot between the hands. Help yourself with your hand. Now bring your blocks in to bring some support underneath your hands. And once you get there, you can lower that rear knee down. Relax the foot back in space. Start to square the hips. So now draw the left hip back, right hip forward. Make any adjustments you need. Grab your water if you need. And then coming up to your hands on the blocks, a taller setting. Drawing the hands underneath the shoulders so you can come on up with the heart. Great job. Looks beautiful. Now decide if you're going to come even higher with the hands. Maybe up. Maybe not. So we're going to begin to expand open. Let's begin with the left arm reaching the right arm forward, left arm reaches back. Now inhale, reach forward, left, right arm reaches back. Keep the hips square forward. So do 2 more times. My inner knowing always knows the way. Expand into that even more. You're finished. Go ahead, make your way back to the front. Reach up if you'd like. Look up if you'd like. Slowly lower the hands down to the back of the head, elbows to the side. Thumbs are supporting the back of the head and down the cervical spine. Let your head rest in the hands as you maybe look a little up or keep looking forward. Slowly let the gaze come down, let the hands unlock, let the hands come to the blocks. And exhale, sink your hips back. Maybe walk the blocks back and then flex if you'd like through the front foot. Turn the toes up. Let the left hip be drawn back, right hip gently draws forward. Trust my intuition always. So now let the inhale guide your body back forward, shift the knee back over the ankle, walk your blocks there underneath the shoulder. Let's go ahead, flex the rear foot, lifting up the rear knee. We're going to pivot the rear foot, preparing to come into warrior 2. So bring that foot parallel with the short edge of the mat. Now get ready to come up with the right arm, left arm follows warrior 2. And now expand your body open. And turn the shoulders down as you lift the palms, turn the palms up to the sky. And as you do, look at that front knee to make sure it's going out over the second, third toes. Then turn the palms down. Now notice the alignment of the shoulders. Are they stacked right over those hips? So now let's meet the back thigh with the rear hand. Turn the front palm up to the sky. Reverse your warrior. So either keep looking high or begin to look down and back to the pinky toe. And as you do, bend the elbow, bring the hand to the back of the head. My inner knowing always knows the way. So slowly release the gaze, release the hand. Warrior 2, come back. Pause and breathe here. As we transition to our side angle, hand forearm down on that front thigh, circle that rear arm in front of the body and create that diagonal side angle. So think about the back of your head aligned with the rear heel. So gently turn those low bottom ribs up to the sky. Anchor in the outer edge of the foot, breathe here. Now if you want to add on, draw that left hand gently forward, engaging the core. Releasing that support. It's always optional. Breathe here wherever you are. Inner knowing always knows the way. Trust your intuition. Exhale, lower that elbow down. Slowly thread that top arm back and down and around. Follow your body up into warrior two. Breathe. And now let that inhale, extend the front leg. Let's flex the front foot, turn the toes so both feet are parallel again. Reach up to the letter Y again. Look high, expand the fingers, expand the toes. My inner knowing always knows the way. Let's exhale, lower the hands down behind the back, interlock into the beard, interlock. Opposite index finger closer to the tail. Exhale, charge the knuckles down, look up into the sky. Open your heart space to receive the wisdom from the third eye. And now maybe stay here or gently soften the gaze, hinge at the hips, pause halfway. Keep the hands down to the low back, engaging the core, breathe here. Feel from the tail all the way through the crown, breathing that elongated spine here. And then exhale, feel the wisdom now dropping down from the heart into the third eye. And now draw the hands back up to the sky if you'd like. Now let gravity elongate the spine down towards the earth. The crown reaches lower down. Now exhale, lower the hands to the low back. Unlock the hands, bring them underneath the heart space. So come up to your fingertips, L-shaped body. Nice long spine, tall back. Bring the arms to the letter T, core engaged, navel to the spine. Breathe here. My inner knowing always knows the way. Let's inhale up. Reach up to the letter Y again. Now exhale, arms to the letter T, gaze comes to neutral. Let's flex the front left toes, turn the left toes forward. So we're going to begin our cartwheel down, slowly frame the front leg, hands come down. We'll pivot that rear foot once we get there, and then we're going to step forward this time. So take the right foot, take your big step forward, and just hang down here in your forward fold. Let your body rock. Maybe wrap your hand on the cord of the other elbow. And have a soft bend in the knees. Let the belly be held by the thighs. Now lower the hands down to meet the earth. We're going to begin to trace the shins into our L-shaped body, active back extension. Inhale, rise, L-shaped body. Hands can come to the hips or to the letter T as you bend the knees. Inhale, rise, reach it up to the sky. Let's exhale, lower the right hand down to the thigh, reach over. And now inhale, reach high again. Exhale, left hand comes down and reaches down and over. Then inhale, rise, reach it high to the sky. Exhale, swan dive forward, fold, bend at the knees, hinge at the hips. We're going to set our blocks to the side. You might need one for our yogi squat, so you might want to put one behind your heels at that taller setting. We're going to turn our toes out to the side about 45 degrees. Sink the hips down, bending at the knees. Maybe use the block, maybe not. This is really good to lengthen out the spine. And then draw the hands together at the heart space, using the elbows to press the inner thighs open. Now feel the elongation. Soften the gaze and let's feel the tailbone reaching down towards the earth. Feel the heart pressing towards the hand as the spine is elongated. So feel the energy between the palms, feel the elongation through the spine, feel the opening through the hips. Breathe here for 2 more breaths. My inner knowing always knows the way. So now if you have a block underneath you, go ahead and remove it. We're gonna go ahead, release our hands, walk our hands behind us, remove that block, turn the feet forward, knees forward. And then we're gonna go ahead and roll our way down. So hold on to the back of the thighs, roll on down one vertebrae at a time. And then draw the knees in once you get there. And just rock, let the back body now be held. So just circle the knees a couple of times, go one direction with the knees going together in one direction. And then reverse. Great, now let's slowly bring our feet down to the earth. Let's open up our arms to the, let's bring our hands by the hips, We're gonna slowly lift up our hips and draw them over to the right. And then open up the arms to the letter T and let the knees fall over to the left. Now let the gaze fall right. Let the gaze come up, inhale, draw the knees up. We're gonna bring the hands back alongside of the hips, draw the hips back to the center, pause, and then draw the hips to the left. Now soften and open the arms out to the letter T as the knees soften over to the right. Perhaps let the gaze soften left. As you inhale, gaze comes up, drawing up the knees. Draw the hands back around the hips. Draw the hips back to the center. Bring the feet back into alignment with the hips. And then let's send that right foot up to the sky. Flexing through the foot. Let's bend the knee. Draw that ankle to the left thigh. And now open the arms to the letter T. Exhale, let the knees fall left again. Let that top right knee fall towards the earth, perhaps, or stay up to the sky. Now inhale, just slowly draw that right knee up, and then inhale the knees up together to the center. Without using the hands, engage the core, draw the knees in and up towards the torso. Now you can use your hands and thread the right hand between the legs, left hand outside of the leg. Reach for whatever you can hold on to and be here now. Maybe rock. Maybe gently drift to the left and feel that subtle opening through that outer hip. Take another 2 breaths here. And knowing always knows the way. Now bring your body back to the center, unlock the hands, let the left foot find the earth. Let's uncross the right leg and bring the right foot back down to the earth. Now send the left heel up to the sky. Feel the heel stacking over the hip, feel the long leg, breathe here. And now exhale, bend the knee, draw the ankle to the right thigh. Open the arms to the letter T and exhale the knees over to the right. Let the top left knee fall towards the earth or stay where it is. Take 2 more breaths here. Okay, now slowly engage the core, draw your knees up to the center. And now without using your hands, engaging the core, draw the knees in and towards your torso. And then you can use your hands to draw the legs closer, threading the left hand through the center, right hand outside. Maybe tuck the chin, lower the back of the head down to the left, the back of the neck is long. Now find your position where you can breathe even more space into the tight stickiness. Trust your inner knowing. Allowing that indigo or light color to meet your body and breathe through your body. As your inner wisdom and perception knows the way. Take 3 more breaths here. Now on your next exhale, let the hands relax on opening. Soften the right foot down. Slowly lift the left heel back. Then soften the foot down. Let's draw our knees in one final time to get the rock. Roll the happy baby. Get that last back body release. Now, whatever you're holding on to, just start to let it soften. Let the feet come down. Let the legs find the length that feels good. Let them find support if that would feel good. And then let the arms go where they feel called. We'll come around to do a shoulder press if it would be okay for you. You can just leave your hands out to the alongside your hips. If not, just bring your hands to your belly or heart. So now as we let the breath fill from the crown, breathe in from the crown above, top of the head. Breathing in that color indigo as you make your way down to the third eye. Feel the 2 petals of the lotus flower open as your gaze softens down and back. And maybe you let your eyes roll up and back towards behind those float lids, towards that third eye center. And as they're there, just feel the breath softening that space as the forehead relaxes.
As the forehead relaxes and the third eye softens open so you can trust your inner knowing even more. Feel the whole face softening now, the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw. Feel the space between the top and bottom set of your teeth. And then feel the tongue flow down to the floor of your mouth. Now feel the softening travel down through the throat and the neck. Feel the shoulders getting softer and relaxing down. As that wave travels down through the arms and down through the fingertips. Now feel the chest and back softening down. Feel the lower ribs, the mid ribs, and the upper ribs softening back and down to the back of the ribs. Feel the mid back being held. So start to invite the belly to soften. Feeling the low back softening and being held. Feel the back of the hips softening as the pelvis softens. Feel the upper thigh bones soften down into the back thigh bones as the thighs are held. Feel the crease in the knees as the knees soften. Feel the shins softening down into the calves. Feel the tops of the ankles soften to the backs of the ankles. Now feeling tops of the feet and sides of the feet softening down to the back, soles of the feet. Perhaps you can imagine you're breathing in through the third eye space. My inner knowing always knows the way. And let that vibration of that truth travel through the body. Let yourself rest in this space. Your vision will become clear only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakens. Now invite a big deep belly breath in, as if you're breathing in from the heels of your feet all the way up through the third eye, that color indigo or light. Inner knowing always knows the way. And do a couple rounds of that alternate nasal breath, breathing in, beginning on the left, exhaling out the right. Breathe in right, exhale out left. Do that round of breath a couple more times and end with the exhale on the left. Thing to finish up the breath, ending on the left. And then find your way over to your right side body. Let your right arm support your head as you move to the right. When you feel called, there's no need to rush. Let your body find its way up. Once you find your way up, just find a nice seated position. Let the head stack last. Let's bring our hands to our heart, immerse our hands in the heart center. Let's end with our universal sound of Om as we breathe in together, exhaling Om for the duration of the exhale. So let's begin inhaling in. Om. And now bow in reverence of the inner knowing inside of you as you connect your third eye to your heart space. I trust my intuition always. As you bow in reverence and honor of that inner light. Namaste, my friends.
We're in a time warp, it's still 6 o'clock.
We went back in time.